let's start.
Hello guys, we are now at the biggest government conference, GITEX Technology Week, and within it there is Future Blockchain Summit. So government supports quite a lot of blockchain and crypto developments. And we had a chance to meet here Omar Rahim, who is head of MENA Binance. Nice to meet you here, Omar.
Nice to meet you too.
So can you tell us about your journey in crypto and how did you know about it and what did lead you to start working with Binance?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So my journey in crypto started in 2016. So I was an equities trader, so traditional finance before that for many years. And in 2016, a colleague came and told me that there's this new technology called blockchain. It's going to change everything, particularly in the commodity trading world that I was in. And within about 2 months, I decided to sell my company, pivot completely to crypto, and I went all in 2016 in crypto. And 4 or 5 years later, here I am.
Great. So for how many, Omar, and what is your assessment of cryptocurrency use in the MENA and what's Binance vision of this?
Yeah, I think Binance MENA is really trying to reach out to the audience here, not just in the UAE, but also in the region as a whole. So, we're aware that cryptocurrency adoption is growing here. There's a huge market, and Binance is looking to make more and more of a presence in the region.
And how do you see the regulations in the MENA region, and what countries, in your opinion, is the most advanced?
Yeah, regulations are absolutely key. So for us, we want to be the most compliant exchange in the world, and regulations really help not only keep users safe, but they help our industry to grow as a whole. So I think the UAE really has the opportunity to take a lead in cryptocurrency regulation globally. Dubai has a history for being very innovative, being often the first to move into new markets, and collaborating with the private sector. So we're really hoping to replicate that in the cryptocurrency and digital asset sector. And we believe regulations here in the UAE can be world leading. So hopefully we'll start here and spread the legislation and regulatory framework across the world.
Yeah, and we actually saw a crackdown from government authorities all over the world on Binance, and Binance positions itself like a decentralized company first, but now there is a big push from the government authorities for Binance to have official permanent headquarters. Do you think this permanent headquarters can be in the UAE?
It's very possible. So we're looking at a number of options at the moment as Binance, and the whole industry I think is growing up, and the UAE is certainly one of the locations that we're looking at to make more and more of a presence for us.
Great, and as well, Binance, it's not only the largest cryptocurrency exchange, you have the whole ecosystem, Binance Charity platform, as well NFT marketplace, and NFTs getting hotter and hotter now. So what is your opinion about NFTs? Is it just a hype, or will they have real big use cases in the future?
I think NFTs are a really exciting area. So it's a very nascent market. We're really just getting started in the user cases for NFTs. And those of you who've been in the crypto markets for some time will remember 5 or 10 years ago in the crypto markets when we were just starting, the kind of projects have changed over time, and the quality is much higher, the user cases are much more widespread. And I think the NFT world will see the same things, where we'll start to have more and more cases, not just digital art, but for example, transfer of IP rights, for example. So I think the NFT space is really just getting started.
Yeah, I hope we will see some more use cases in the future. And let's talk about DeFi. How do you view it? And as well, Binance has both centralized exchange and Binance DEX. And in your opinion, in the future, whether DEXs can totally substitute CEXs?
It's a really interesting point. Binance has always been an ecosystem player, so rather than just a centralized exchange, we have diversified quite somewhat with our own NFT platform. Obviously, we're a big contributor to Binance Smart Chain. So DeFi is the area that I'm personally most excited about. I think it offers huge potential, particularly in those countries that haven't really had a traditional finance sector over the last 20 or 30 years. I think in those developing countries, DeFi is going to play a huge role. And of course, as Binance, we want to diversify and ensure that we're part of that conversation going forward.
And can you share with us the plans for expansion of Binance in the MENA region?
Yeah, so we're here in the UAE. We've been here for some time, and we're really excited by what we're seeing in the region. So not only the number of projects, but the global talent that's being attracted to the region is really exciting for us. So as Binance, we're really looking at the UAE as a region that has tremendous potential for growth, and we're hoping to increase our presence here in the near future.
Yeah, I see big potential in this region, in the UAE. We see now so many conferences happening, a lot of companies moving here, especially from China, and government is quite supportive. So the last question, what are your predictions for Bitcoin price and as well BNB price?
That's a good question. It's probably the one question I get asked the most, and honestly, as an exchange, we're pretty neutral on price. So sorry to give you a very boring answer. As you know, we're always very bullish about crypto in general, but we try and avoid providing price predictions. But I think one thing that I can say is that we're really confident that this sector is going to grow and grow, and particularly here in the region. So we're really excited about what can happen over the next 6 to 12 months here.
Yeah, so we are waiting for Bitcoin and BNB going to the moon, especially with adoption of ETF.
Absolutely. Let's hope so. We're all in it for the long term.
Yeah, thank you for a nice conversation.
BNB to the moon.
Thank you.
Thank you.